The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. DA, take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said,
Wow, what a story. David, thank you. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Not going to go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton looking it over. Floats it up for Giannis. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Matthews passes to Bledsoe. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Middleton, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Both good from the line that time. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Giannis against Morris. Here's Giannis. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. George with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 2. He dishes it to Middleton, plays it up and banks it in. Middleton's got his second bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Marquise, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. That one drops for him.
Hill showing some deceptive strength in his wiry frame.
Now Jackson. Harrell kicks to Williams. There's 1:40 left here in the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojet.
Hill against Jackson. On the wing, DiVincenzo. It's back to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Gets a hand on it, and Hill is right there.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Williams looking over the floor. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Hill. Pass to Ilyasova from past the arc. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
Outside Jackson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Green, he's checked in for Morris. Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton. Williams gets the bucket.
Not many guys change end to end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
Hill has the open look. And the 3 off target. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Ilyasova. Kyle Korver is out there with Williams. Then it's George Hill. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. And here's Hill for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles. For your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Pass to Beverley. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
On the wing, Hill. 3-pointer. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Shamet, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Here's Hill. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Korver dishes to Hill. The shot missing. Great D that time from Green.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
And Hill has it in the corner. Can they get it? Passes to Ilyasova. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to Leonard. Now, here's Shamet. Defended by DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Shamet, the pass to Beverly. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Harrell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Harrell's energy is what helps him collect second chance opportunities.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell, and George has subbed in for Landry Shamet. Here's Beverly. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Middleton. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
And the shot goes in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Matthews kicks to Middleton. Shoots the 3. Green with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-4 run. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Beverly the pass to Green. Here's Beverly. He feeds it to Leonard. Back to Beverly. There's the pass to George. And that one released in time, but no good. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket. And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
We've got Patrick Beverly. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. 17-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 6. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where
that was something else.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. George finds Zubats over Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Morris right side. And it's sent back by Lopez.
it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
A different look for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Williams comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jackson passes to Morris. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
But they'll get another chance. Pass to Jackson. Tries yet again. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
How many times have we seen this? Harrell getting his points in the screen and roll.
Middleton right side. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. The feed to Harrell. Outside for Jackson. Williams with the block. That one no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Lopez, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you like to keep the big fella involved offensively, especially around the rim. Like that, Robin with the nice move.
Here's Harrell. That one a little long. Bucks trail by 12. Middleton right side. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Shamet finds Williams. Down low, and Harrell slams it in.
And give Sweet Luke credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Middleton for 3. But they recover it. Connaughton passes to Williams. Middleton on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
A different look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. And it's Paul George in for Landry Shamet. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Williams. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. And George Hills subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. George with the ball. Here's Jackson. Hill pulls it in. Fires the three, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Korver in at the small forward. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Over in the corner, Beverly. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis high post. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
High post, Zubac. Over in the corner, Beverly. Zubac trying to break loose. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 16.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Over in the corner, Williams. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Basket counts.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Zubac kicks to Williams. It's George on the wing. Here's Zubac. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
George finds Zubac. Beverly with the ball. Outside Leonard. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Bucks trail by 12, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Bucks have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Here's Giannis. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back. Back
to Beverly. passes it to Zubats. Beverly against Bledsoe. Beverly dishes to Morris. No good off the back of the rim.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Zubats finds George, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
Hitting the technical free throw shot like that can change the momentum of a game. Nice make.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews is checked in. Leonard attacking. And the rejection by Giannis.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Here's Leonard. It drops.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Here's Giannis. Count it.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
On the wing, George. Back to Leonard. On the wing, Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. 3 on the clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Williams inside the line. Good D by Bledsoe. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A team looking...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem, and it's Lopez in at the center. And Lillard gets it to go. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo against Anthony, and it's in there.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
It's Ariza on the wing. Kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Ariza. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Giannis.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And here's Ariza. Just 5 on the clock. 7-foot shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Bledsoe outside. Middleton on the wing. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. To the middle. Kicks it out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. On the wing, Giannis. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Outside Anthony. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Portland needs to get off a shot. Lillard fires away from way outside. And no good. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Pass to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Lillard from outside. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
Middleton finds Bledsoe. Shoots over Lillard and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Anthony dishes to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. The Trailblazers rebound. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. For the 3. They get the rebound. There's the 3. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Gets 1 to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Pass to Trent. Right side, high post. Hood kicks to Little. From deep. Hood can't get it to go. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Before the game, we talk with
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins is out there with Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the 1. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wildly strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Trent. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hood with it. He's picked up by Hill. 6 to shoot. Here's Trent. Defended by DiVincenzo. But they get it back. Trent can't hit.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Korver, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Trent, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the buckets, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Korver, no luck.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually counter.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Korver finds Lopez. Lillard against Hill. Back to Lopez. On the dunk by Lopez.
At 7 feet tall, Lopez makes dunking look easy. Once he's close to the bucket, forget about it.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And Lillard throws it down.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Outside Hill. Williams passes to Hill, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Zach Collins, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Little. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Middleton. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break champs. No good from Bledsoe.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic up top. It's Ariza on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
And the way Ariza uses his length to get to the basket is just sensational. Just tirelessly attacking the rim.
9 seconds left in the first half. Middleton on the wing. Corner shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And guys, you think about the most athletic point guards in the NBA? Eric Bledsoe, I'd say, is it. And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes good on the layup. Giannis has got 8 points.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Nurkic dishes to Ariza. And Ariza with the stuff.
Oh, the awesome vertical of Ariza, soaring off the drive and finishing with his deceptive strength.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. On the wing, Giannis. Poked loose. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Lopez.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Shoots over Matthews. Anthony finds Nurkic. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Lillard. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Nurkic has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Bledsoe outside. And stolen by Lillard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. For the lead. Matthews with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Middleton against Ariza. The wide open look here for Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Inside, Matthews with the steal. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. Giannis passes to Bledsoe. Offline with the baseline jumper. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the basket by McCollum.
What about the vision of Ariza just slashing the D apart with his passing?
The shot by Middleton, wide open. He drains the quick shot. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. McCollum dishes to Lillard. To the inside. Out to the wing. Over Bledsoe. And it's Lillard missing. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Bledsoe finds Middleton. Here's Giannis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
McCollum outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What body control from McCollum. I like whenever he works his way through the contact and finishes.
Giannis passes to Matthews. High post Lopez. Here's Giannis. Taken away by Anthony. Here's McCollum. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
19 seconds left to play here in the third. Bledsoe against McCollum. Passes it to Lillard. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Portland out in front, up by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Trailblazers, they got Whiteside, Hood out there with Collins, and it's Simons in at the point guard.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Trent. Whiteside trying to break free. Hood for three. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. And a strong finish with two hands. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Here's Simons. Back to Whiteside. Outside Hood. 6 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
You can't allow Hood to get comfortable from there. He loves getting the chance to shoot the 3 ball.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Trent. Now here's Collins. Right side, the pass to Simons. And that one is good. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And the basket by Hill.
And Hill's a player whose shot has to be respected.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And it's Hood in the corner. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. He gets that one. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Simons. Whiteside tried to break free. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got 6 here in this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And there's the foul that goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Now DiVincenzo. The kick out to Ilyasova. 1:37 left in the fourth. Count that bucket.
The veteran poise of Ilyasova. He's never afraid to stick his neck out and take big shots.
Lillard looking around. Trent passes to Lillard. They get it again. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hill inside. Covered by Lillard. And Whiteside sends it back. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Hood for 3. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that tough D doesn't fade Whiteside. He gets physical right back and finds the shot.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Little, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Hood.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Here's Giannis. Money!
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Lillard against Bledsoe. To the right side. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Lillard from outside. The putback, got it!
That's the kind of passion and leadership they need from Whiteside. A belief that when they need a big bucket, that guy can get it.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Middleton right side. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. The Blazers on offense. Here's Trent. Ariza outside. The dish to Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end and adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Chris Webb. soaring high above the Willamette. And as things get...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic. And it's Ariza in at the 3. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Now, defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Here's Leonard, and he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Down low. Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 5.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lillard against Beverly. 4 on the clock. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nobody near Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Beverly the pass to George. Out to Morris. To the middle. Pass to Beverly. To the paint. It's tipped. Oh, Morris in position.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Portland leading by 3. Ariza outside. Over to the wing. That's a 2 from Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
George passes to Morris. Here's Zubac. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And another turnover here by Portland.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
For the Trailblazers, Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Little in for Trevor Ariza. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lillard left side.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. Leonard, no luck. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. McCollum got it. Good job in the low post.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Green against Anthony. Lillard outside. Here's the three. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
McCollum with the ball. Outside Anthony. Back to McCollum. Outside Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. And the second quarter will... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Little out there with Collins. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the 5. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shamet. And Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Little. And then for Los Angeles, Royce is checked in for Jermichael Green. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's Bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Hood. From outside the arc. No good on the shot. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Here's Trent. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Clippers trail by 6. And here's George. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Lets it go with a three. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
Leonard looking over the floor. Six to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and Green gets it to go.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Lillard against Williams. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. George against McCollum. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range, a putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Love the effort from Whiteside there to stay after it and find a way to slam that one back off the miss.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Williams looking around. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. That'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. First, after 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
We've seen them play better, but they're still in control. Their talent level is much.
And that'll do it for us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Morris. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. Here's Zubats. Pass to Beverly. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Ariza outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Clippers. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Anthony. Beverly against Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And finished off by Nurkic.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Beverly.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Inside. Nurkic shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field. I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
George against Hood. Nurkic gets to Ariza. Back to Nurkic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Here's Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Trent. He's covered by Shamet. Kicks it to Hood. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Zach Collins. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Trevor Ariza. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Trailblazers leading by 7. McCollum outside. He feeds it to Whiteside. McCollum passes to Whiteside. Back to McCollum. Takes the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. McCollum's got 5.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from 3-point line as much as he possibly can.
1:12 left to play in the third. Shamet kicks to Harrell. Deflects the pass. Now here's Hood. He's covered by Shamet. Fires the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Over to the left wing. Trent can't hit. Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Shamet. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. McCollum finds Whiteside. Great D that time from Harrell. For Los Angeles, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
McCollum against Jackson. Hood, the pass to Whiteside. And it's off the back rim, no good. And stolen by Hood. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 6. We'll get right. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Trent in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Whiteside. Lillard's got 19 points. Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
An open look for Lillard. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Anthony on the wing. He kicks to Lillard. Back to Anthony. Down low. It's tipped. Clock at 6. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
George is checked in for Williams.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. And it's good for 2.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 23 points.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Right side, George. To the middle. Here's Harrell. No good. Good work defensively by Anthony. On up the court. And the basket is good. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, all night long he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
The pass to Leonard. Misses off the left iron. Portland leading by 7. .158 left in the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Beverly against Lillard. Passes to George. From deep. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Lillard outside. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. Bucket is good.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Nurkic in the post. Zubac defending. Pass to Ariza. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Trevor Ariza, one of those hard hat guys who you know you're going to get what you get from him on a nightly basis. Guard on defense and be a capable three-point shooter. Just comes to do his job.
Here's Beverly, and he lays it straight in.
Patrick Beverly can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No good that time, so the Clippers will take it the other way.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cullen passes to Lillard. There's the feed to Nurkic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
The three nailed from three-point land. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Bledsoe right side. Middleton for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to George. To the inside. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And the rejection by Giannis. Outside for Bledsoe. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Middleton outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And, you know, Middleton is a man of many talents. When you least expect it, he hits you with a ridiculous floater.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Middleton after the Clippers pick up 2. Goes back up. Onto the Kumbo, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris kicks to Beverly. To the paint. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers keep it alive. On the wing, Morris. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Matthews passes to Middleton. He kicks it to Giannis. And onto Kumbo, slings it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Back to Beverly. And the layup is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Middleton. 5 points in the game. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Zubac uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Onto the Kumbo, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Giannis with it. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Now Middleton. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by George.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Morris. And he gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Clippers leading by 8. Jackson looking it over and stolen by Ilyasova. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
Green breaking loose. He gets it in there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Lopez. Green with the rebound. On the wing, Williams. Back to Harrell. And there it is for him.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Clippers ahead. They're up by 10. And we'll get going after this. All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Clippers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Landry Shamet, Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's JaMychal Green and Harrell's in at center, locking down the middle. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Green draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
A different look for Milwaukee. Williams comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Clippers with the ball. Green kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Williams. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Outside Jackson. Williams up on top. The dish to Green. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Korver gets a wide open look. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
For 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, that catch and shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass is good as it gets.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
DiVincenzo kicks to Korver. Green against Ilyasova. And it's all evened up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. And the pass to Shamet. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Floats it up for Williams.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside Jackson. Green inside. He's guarded by Williams.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Middleton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks. George against Matthews. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Bounce pass Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Inside, it's stolen by Morris. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. .43 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
In the corner, it's Morris. It's deflected. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Leonard, that's for 2. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
It's pretty clear.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. For Milwaukee, the first quarter was not an easy one. A big part of the problem was their defense. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Clippers trail. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Milwaukee with the ball. Middleton dishes to Bledsoe. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Middleton with it. Leonard's there. Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Morris passes to Leonard. And they're running. And Giannis throws it down.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Here's the break. Lopez kicks to Middleton. He dishes it to Giannis. Back to Middleton. Uncovered. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Man, the form that Middleton shoots those jumpers with, absolutely picture perfect.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Leonard. Fires from the corner. Middleton can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Kicks it to Giannis. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Shamet. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bledsoe right side. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Morris. No good on that one. Good D by Williams. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Korver. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And here's Hill for 3. Rebound by Harrell.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Shamet's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That one goes. Count it.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Harrell, the pass to Shamet. Off with the layup. Bucks trail by 4. Williams kicks to Lopez. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. The putback, rebounded by Jackson.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. And stolen by Ilyasova. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Eric Bledsoe.
It's such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Just relentless in the open floor. Bledsoe, it's a big challenge trying to stop him in transition.
Here's Harrell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Bledsoe finds Matthews. For 3, Middleton, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree, and you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. And the dunk by Giannis.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Beverly, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Bledsoe, pass to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Middleton, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Passes it to Zubac. And it's Harrell at the elbow. He feeds it to George. To the middle, 4 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
High post shot. Ball's knocked loose.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, Middleton is really dangerous on the drive. He often gets to the rim in a heartbeat and forces defenders to end up fouling.
Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Good on both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Beverly finds Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Stolen by Bledsoe. One-on-one here. Here's Middleton. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Middleton's got 6 here in this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
George against Middleton. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. It's a one-point game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Here's Bledsoe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Here's Williams. Down low, stolen by Bledsoe. Fast break, here they come. All going up court. Middleton dishes to Giannis. 44 seconds left in the game. He's off on that one. Here's Leonard. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
That is the killer instinct of Eric Bledsoe. When the game is up for grabs, he seizes it by the throat.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nobody near George. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Middleton on the wing. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And now a 9-point Bucks lead. Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so the Bucks take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our And nothing tips off a...
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that. Hard work on the boards, a lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
To the middle. Here's Middleton, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Middleton's got his second basket of the game. Matthews against McCollum. Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And that one's good by Giannis.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Lillard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo to the left side wing. Bledsoe finds Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Misses the 3.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
All alone, and it's Matthews with the jam.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Ariza. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Out to the right wing. Right side, Antetokounmpo. That one falls.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. Right wing. Right side trying to break free. And the basket by McCollum.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Antetokounmpo against Collins. They get it back. And that one's good by Giannis. Giannis has got 6. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. Pass to Trent. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this. First one falls for him. Hood's checked in for Portland. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Giannis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. To the inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Lillard outside. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Bucks on top. Up. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Kyle Korver is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Williams. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3, the small forward. Now Williams, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hood for 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Hood's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they depend on Hood to knock these shots down. He knows he's out there just to do this.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now the pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. The tray. That shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Lopez with the steal. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Lillard misses. The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The Bucks working the ball around. And Lopez throws it down.
And sometimes it seems Lopez enjoys scoring through the defense. I mean, it feels like he can tackle any challenge.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Lillard looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
But Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Bucks leading by 9. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, 15 points in the game. And here's Korver from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Lillard from downtown. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 9.
But Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Good on the wing. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Anthony, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Middleton for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Trent. 6 points for him. Anthony looking it over. Passes it to Whiteside. Back to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, if you're Whiteside, that's how you do it. You come out, you bust your tail, you compete at a high level.
High post Lopez. Back to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
3rd quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Here's Ariza. That one misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. Middleton's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Milwaukee. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Portland again missing.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
7 feet tall Lopez is hard to deal with, especially when he's this close to the rim.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach,
a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Matthews finds Bledsoe. Middleton against Ariza. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Nurkic. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Very capable of knocking it down from the mid-range. Nurkic is a guy you must stay tight with.
Here's Middleton. That one good for 2. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks leading by 7. Shoots. And that one goes long.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And stolen by Ilyasova. No good from Bledsoe. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. The shot by Lillard wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 1:53 left in the third. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Here's Middleton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Nasir Little picks one up.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
Both teams will make substitutions. Middleton hits them both. 1:43 left to play in the third. McCollum up top. He's guarded by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity, and he converts the layup. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And Hill, very comfortable in the open floor. He can go.
Hill against McCollum. Lopez with the block. Middleton on the wing. 11 points in the game. The wing jumper off target. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Little. Lopez with the block.
And having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Here's Middleton. The offensive rebound. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
McCollum against Hill. McCollum passes to Collins. McCollum with the ball. Here's Whiteside. McCollum kicks to Little. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Whiteside, no good. Bucks leading by 9.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Here's Middleton. No good with the layup. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, Gio, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. He got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Hood.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
To the middle. Now Ariza. Pass to Whiteside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. No basket there. Missed number 4 of his 14 field goal attempts. It's McCollum on the wing. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Giannis missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's the Bucks on the break.
Now that's that 6'9" wingspan of George Hill paying dividends with the steal to get them running.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Now here's McCollum. He feeds it to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Knocked away. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Matthews, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And really a high flyer with those go-go gadget arms. Bledsoe right on top of that shot, making an impact at the defensive end.
Nurkic dishes to Ariza. 6 to shoot. McCollum no good. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Antetokounmpo against Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard outside. From outside, off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Ariza covering. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Kept alive. Nurkic, the layup off target. Bucks leading by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Lillard against Bledsoe. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Lopez finds Bledsoe from deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Hood. Jacks up a three. Missed. So no problem for Milwaukee as they hit the... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles. And with pregame.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Lillard. Charity stripe shot. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Here's Beverly. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low, Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Morris passes to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Lillard outside. From deep. Offensive rebound. That shot off.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And it's Leonard missing. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And really deep through that time.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
Nurkic with the steal. McCollum with the ball. George picks him up. Lillard against Leonard. Lillard dishes to Anthony. It's stolen by Morris. And here they come. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum passes to Lillard. On the wing, again, the Trail Blazers good for 2.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Beverly wide open. That 3 off the mark. Trail Blazers leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. George has got 5 points so far. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
The first one falls, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. JaMychal Green comes in for Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Paul George. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. 1:12 left to play in the first. Trent can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Beverly, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
To the middle. Pass to Whiteside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw this game. The Clippers trail. Pass to Shamet. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Off target from three-point range. The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. The pass to Hood. This one for 3. Here's Whiteside. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Trent. Here's Whiteside. Green with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. In the corner, Shamet with it. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Outside Hood. To the wing right side. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Portland out in front, up 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked about that with him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm and had a big game.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jermichael Green is out there with Harrell. And there's Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Shamet in at the small forward position.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Rodney Hood just exposing the defense right now. If you lay off this guy, he's going to torch you with the pull-up jumper.
And here is Shamet after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season right at the 75% mark.
First free throw is good for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul George in for Williams. Both free throws good from Green. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Launches a 3. The putback. Green with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Jackson from long range. Ariza with the rebound. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And McCollum with the slam.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Marcus Morris is checked in for Green. On the wing, Morris. Outside Leonard. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and good that time.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to rest of the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Morris finds Harrell. Leonard on the wing. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ariza's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Lillard, right side. It's McCollum on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And George kicks to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. On the wing, Morris. Outside Jackson to the paint. It's George on the wing. Inside. Here's Harrell. That shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Paul George with the steal. Morris dishes to Leonard. Back to Morris. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubats is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. And Mario Hezonja subbed in for Trevor Ariza. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Zubats. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for George. And so he hits both. 1:07 left here in the second. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Hezonja. Shoots over Shamet. Here's Whiteside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Whiteside's got 5 now.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And it's Shamet missing. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Cullen passes to Carmelo. Here's Whiteside. Pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
And here's Morris for 3. Beverly with the ball. Here's Zubats. Wants to get it to Morris and does. From the corner. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Taking a look at the Trailblazers, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, we know a guy next to us knows he can rap. But Damian Lillard can play hoops a little bit too. Give him a little space.
And that's a wrap with the third quarter approach.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Zubats, the second chance points on the tip-in. Zubats has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Los Angeles.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Beverly against Lillard. The pass to Trent. And it's Ariza in the corner. Here's Trent. Here's Lillard. Trent passes to Ariza. Here's Nurkic. Green with the rebound. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And a deep three from Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Ariza outside. Lillard surveying the D. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his look.
Beverly for three. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
To the paint, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Beverly against Lillard. The 3 ball. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the 2nd deep ball to go down for this guy.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Pass to Trent. Kicks to Ariza. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Collins. Leonard dishes to Green. 29 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. George looking over the floor. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Nobody near Leonard. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers out in. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Simons. They've got Harrell. Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Shamet in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Hood gets the bucket.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Morris. Here's Simons. Collins in the post, covered by Morris.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
Shot's good by Williams.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And for Portland, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Hood, the pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
On the wing, Morris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Simons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
On the wing, Jackson. There's the triple. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Whiteside, the pass to Collins. But on the wing, he's covered by Shamet. Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Shamet. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Hood for 3. Up again. Rebound by Harrell. Clippers trail by 4. Over in the corner, Williams wants to get it to Morris and does. And yes, it's good. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
They get it back. Whiteside passes to Simons. Takes a 3. Drops in the tray.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
Trailblazers leading by 5. From outside the arc. And Hood the bucket on the assist by Little. Hood's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Trailblazers. On the wing, Morris. And it's Harrell at the elbow. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And Paul George is subbed in for Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Lisa comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Rodney Hood. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, Lou Williams in the open floor is just a bucket, folks.
For Portland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. McCollum against George. Basket good. McCollum's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Nurkic up top. It's Lillard, top of the key, for 3. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. To the inside, taken away by Anthony. Lillard outside. Fires the three. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Left side, Ariza. Nurkic finds Lillard. The second effort, and Nurkic lays it in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And the Clippers miss again. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Lillard. From deep. No good there. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.